Hi, Callie and Adria. I don't have anything planned for this video today, so I thought I would just talk about stuff. Yeah. I don't have anything planned because I've been unpacking, lots and lots of unpacking at the new house, which is why you can't see my room because it's a total mess. So you can see this wall that I painted. I love that color. I'm very proud of it. It was a hot pink before, which is really not me. Good color, I'm sure. This is much more me. Just drinking some water out of a Toy Story cup. And the original Toy Story as well, look at that. Not Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 3. This was back in the day. Like things that I did mention before, drivers in Houston are really insane. Like within 24 hours of arriving in Houston, I witnessed 3 car accidents in 24 hours. So many car accidents since then. Lots of car accidents. Lots of traffic. I'm not in Houston anymore. We're in the countryside now and in a house that's on a lot of property with like the woods in the background and these cats that show up every day. And we've named the cats and we have our own cats. Luckily there's been no like sort of standoffs between them. I think they swat each other sometimes, but you know, cats, they do that. There's no fights or anything. Other than unpacking, I was sewing. I don't know if you saw my Halloween costume, but I sewed that. That was my Winter Soldier costume. The metal arm was insane. I used some silver fabric that I had lying around because it was cheaper than obviously going out and like buying fabric, which was like a really bad idea because the silver fabric wasn't like a nice fabric, it was a really mean fabric that would like snag and run and not hold a stitch very well. And then on top of that, the fact that we have 5 sewing machines should have been easy, but like either we couldn't find sewing machines or the sewing machines we had like were missing pieces so they weren't working. So I hand sewed most of it until we went and bought a new pedal for my mini sewing machine. And I managed to like do the last stitches on a machine, which was really nice and a lot easier. It takes like 30 seconds instead of 3 hours, so it was a lot nicer. The costume was done and it was really fun to wear, even though we're like in the middle of nowhere and there really weren't any trick-or-treaters. We just like get to keep the candy and eat it ourselves, so maybe that was the plan all along. Of course, I've also been like writing. Back when I had time to write, which was never. I go from like one situation where you're like busy all the time and you're trying to get writing done to being in a situation where you're busy all the time and trying to get writing done. So I've been trying to get writing done, which means that I have been writing, just not as fast as I would like to, but I have been writing, which is really nice. Aside from that, I applied for a job recently. Applied for a job at a library. So when people always ask you, oh, you're an English major, you're gonna teach? You're like, no, I'm gonna work at a library. Though of course I don't know if I'm gonna work at a library. Like I just applied for the job. But I don't know, I always wanted to work in a library because you basically get paid to sit around books and tell people to shut up, which sounds like kind of ideal. I get that all the time here though. I tell people that I studied English, they're like, oh, you gonna teach? And it's so funny because I told my parents that that's something that happens and they thought that I was exaggerating, and like literally 3 minutes later we're talking to somebody and I tell them that and they're like, oh, so you're gonna be a teacher? And I'm like, no. I also went to World Market today. I feel like I should like do a World Market haul. Like, look, I bought an advent calendar. Isn't that great? I won't be able to eat any of the chocolates until next month, but yeah. Now I also got like cool things like cookies and chocolate and hot chocolate. Yeah. Also, I get to be like an official time traveler now because I got a vortex manipulator. Gonna travel in time. Whoa, don't even like know where that was. I don't even, like, what was that? Should be careful with that thing. And yeah, I totally gave in and got myself a Hound action figure because, like, everybody just needs Sandor Clegane in their lives. So now I've got Sandor Clegane and 2 Daenerys Targaryens, and I'm gonna put them on a display, probably with my Frankenstein's monster. So when my room is set up, I'll show you that, along with, like, all my fairies and the troll, that sparkly peacock, that Anastasia doll that sings, and the other things. It'll be fun. So that'll be, like in 3 weeks, because I should definitely, hopefully, be unpacked by then. Bye!